Hi everyone, today I'm doing a video about amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, which you probably know as ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. I won't be dumping a bucket of ice on my head during this video as many have done, but I want to try doing something a little bit different. A friend of mine whose grandfather had ALS posted a link to an article by Bo Stern, whose husband has ALS and has had it since 2011, and in that article Bo provided a bunch of different empathetic exercises, and I thought I would try a few of those as I thought that might be a more useful way of understanding kind of what somebody goes through who has ALS. So I'm going to be trying a few of those. Of course, it's not going to be anything remotely close to what somebody goes through who actually has ALS and has to live with that every day, but we'll see what it's like a little bit. One of her suggestions was to take a 10-pound weight and pretend that it's a fork, and to raise it from like where your plate would be to your mouth. I don't have a 10-pound weight. I'm going to use 2 5-pound weights. So let's see what that's like. Okay. Alright, so we'll pretend I have a plate here. And it's probably a little bit faster than I would actually eat, but as you can see, it's a lot more difficult than just bringing it up to your mouth like you would any other time. So that kind of may help you see that it's much more difficult for someone with ALS to do kind of an everyday thing like that. One of our other suggestions was to use a 25-pound weight and attach to your forearm, and then try to adjust your rearview mirror. I'm upstairs, not in my car, so I'm just going to kind of pretend I don't have a 25-pound weight, a 20-pound kettlebell, and I will tell you I cannot even really reach high enough with my forearm that I would be able to adjust like a mirror. So that's pretty difficult. Alright, and the last one that I'm going to do for the video, but probably not the last one that I'll do in general. She wants to put 2 large marshmallows in your mouth and then try to hold a conversation. I will probably just try to say a few things in the video. So, excuse me for a second. Difficult already. Okay. So, excuse how gross this probably looks. You get the idea. It's really difficult to talk. Like, not just to form words, but to be understood, to move your tongue around. Very difficult. Okay. So, that's just 3 very basic examples of what somebody might go through. And that's just for a few seconds each. This is somebody's life every day. And there's a whole lot more suggestions that she has. I'll link below to her article if you want to check those out. I'm also going to blog a little bit about some of the other ones that I'm going to try out, but not video, like sitting still for 15 minutes, trying not to move anything but my eyes, and laying down at night and trying to like stay still in the first position that I'm in. So there's all the things you can try. It'll just give you a little bit of an idea what ALS is like. Obviously, you would have to extrapolate that out by, the entire process of trying to do those things every day. Everyone's experience with it is a little bit different, but generally it's a progressive neurodegenerative disorder. So basically, it attacks the neurons that control your motor functions. And it's still hard to talk. The stuff from the marshmallow to my mouth. So as the neurons degenerate, then you start having problems moving your muscles, and controlling your muscles. The muscles can also atrophy. And then as time goes on, they start having trouble doing basic things like swallowing, chewing, talking. Eventually the problem's breathing. And that can end up killing the person. ALS is fatal. There's no cure for it right now. A lot of people who get it die within 2 to 3 years. There are some who live more than 5 years, but a lot do pass away a lot earlier than that. There is a drug, I heard it down, Riluzole, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but they have that kind of slows the progression of it, and that's good. But as of right now, there isn't anything that could treat it, stop it from progressing. It's not just genetic. There are some people who have genetic cases of it, but a lot of the people who get it, 90% of the people who get it, in fact, don't have anybody in their family who has it, so you never know. There's 15 new cases a day, roughly, of ALS. I hope having watched this video that you have a little bit better understanding what ALS is and some of the effects that it has. I would encourage you to try some of these exercises, either that I've done in the video or that Bo suggests in her article, which I link below. And if you'd care to share what your experience was like, feel free to do that. If you're in a position to be able to donate financially, the ALS Foundation is one possibility to do that as well. Thank you for watching.